All right, we're going to review surface area of cylinders. I think before we do anything with surface area of cylinders, we should talk about surface area. Like, what is the definition of surface area? Well, the definition of surface area, or one could be that it is the total area of a solid's surfaces. That means the area of this surface, the area of this surface, the outside surface, and the area of the bottom surface. So think of the surfaces of this particular three-dimensional solid as these parts. We've got a circular part on top, a circular bottom, and then this long curved surface that goes around, that wraps around the cylinder. Okay, so if you remember, let's think about just finding the area of a circle. Well, the area of a circle is found by pi r squared. Now, because we have two circles, we want to multiply this times 2. Now, that'll only get me the top and bottom surfaces of this cylinder. So we need to find the surface area of that curved wrapping. Well, the wrapping really just goes around the circumference of the circle. And we know a circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. But we want to make sure we don't just get the outside, we actually get all of this wrapping. So we need to multiply the circumference of the outside by the height. And that will give me the whole thing. So surface area, as far as a formula, is equal to 2 pi r times the height. That gets me that wrapping. And this part gets me the area of the two circles. All right, so let's use this formula to find the surface area of the cylinder. All right, well, I know I've got a radius here. Again, if we're given a diameter, you're going to want to cut that in half. That way you can easily fit it into the formula. And I've got a height of 12. So let's go to work. Let me get rid of that. There we go. All right, so I've got 2 pi. My radius is 4. Just like in the volume example, my height is 12. To that, I'm going to add 2 pi. My radius is 4, and I want to square that. Make that look a little nicer. There we go. All right, so what can I simplify here? Well, I can multiply 2 times 4 times 12. And I can also take the square root of the 4. Why don't I do that? Let's see. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 12 is 96. So on this side, I'm going to end up with 96 pi. And here, let me take the exponent first. 2 times pi, and 4 squared is 16. All right, let's keep going. So I already have 96 pi here. I like that, 96 pi. Here I can do 2 times 16, which I know is 32. And I'm going to put pi. So now I have to figure out if I've got 96 pi's over on this side, and I've got 32 pi's on this side. The question is, how many pi's do I have in all? And the answer, if you use your calculator or if you simply just want to add these, you get 128 pi. Now this is surface area, so we're dealing with only the covering of this solid. So that is 2 dimensions. So I'm going to put feet squared. Again, I have the units, so I must put that in my answer. Now if I want to put this in my calculator with pi, if I want to multiply this times pi, I would get around 402 and 1/10 feet squared. That is the surface area of this cylinder.